So, time for a service, and the engine's got very dusty, so I might give it a clean while I'm here. But as you can probably hear, it rattles back. Well and truly back. Got a fair amount of blow by now as well. Ready? That weren't there before, but there we go. Should be warm enough by now, I would have thought, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Really disappointed about the rattling. The timing chain. I really believed Kia when they said that it was going to be never rattle again with a new chain. But, you know, they obviously lie. It's as simple as that, by the looks of things. You know, 17,000 miles and gone through 2 timing changes. That's not good, is it? You can tell the way today's going to go. The ratchet's broken now. Perfect. Time to go and get another ratchet. Another ratchet. 17 mil on the end of it. There we go. Oh. There we go. Lovely bit of oil. Just what we want. While we're waiting for the old oil to drain out, we'll get the plugs out, change the plugs over, do the air filter. Try and use this broken ratchet. I don't think it's gonna. There we go. Put one out. Nice loose, isn't it? the other one. Oh. I hate it when you get broken tools. First one. NGK they are. I've got Bosch. Don't know when they were last replaced. I'll never know. Second one. Looks alright. Third one. Looking good. Bit oily though, isn't it? Why's there oil down there, look? It's covered in oil. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Must have a leak on the rocker cover gasket or something. It shouldn't really be covered in oil, should it? Alright. Got oil all over our spark plug. There's oil down in there as well. So we got, looks like we got a leak on the rocker cover gasket, more than likely, which is leaking oil down in the plug hole. Now, because I'm a nitwit and I'm not used to working with 3-cylinder engines, I'm only used to working with bigger engines, I ordered 4 spark plugs when I only need 3. But at least I got a spare one. That's a plus. Bloody kids. I wish they'd shut up sometimes, you know. When you've got new plugs and new washers with them, you've got to do them a little bit tight to squash the copper ring. Once you've done that, you ain't got to over tighten them too much. This one was a bit of a worry, this one. I don't like the amount of oil that was down there. That should be clean as a whistle, that should be, but there's a lot of oil in there. Oh well, 17,000 miles is obviously hard work. We've got gone through 2 chiming chains, and now we've got an oil leak on the gasket. So there we go. Kia. Got a lot to answer to, Kia. That's for sure. like little bugs in there. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be though. Considering all the miles and dust we're going through. Brand new one. Love the smell of new air filters. They smell brilliant. Make sure it's clipped in at the back. Job done. On to the next. Always put a little bit of oil around the seal. That way you don't risk ripping it or damaging it in any way. Ugh. At least I ain't got to jack this car up. Even though it is a small one. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Put that on there. Not too tight, but not too loose. That'll do the trick. What's the old one that was in there then? That was a Crossland filter. Interesting. I can't remember what one I used last time. I do a service, an oil change and filter change every 6 months, but I forget what ones I use. I've gone for Bosch this time. I must have used Crossland last time. Kia parts are far too expensive. Last part of the puzzle, some oil. Make sure your dipstick's ready to rock and roll. I don't know how much this is supposed to take. I know it's less than 5 litres. Then what are you doing? If we didn't have a racket in the background, we'd be able to hear it all running down into the sump. Right, so new oil. Let's see if the introduction of new oil and a new filter will get rid of that rattle. Listen carefully. There. Giving it a good old clean out with the old Henry as well. So yeah, we're on 17,563 miles at the moment. We've gone through 2 timing chains, and now we've got a leak somewhere on the rocker cover. It's hot today, by the way, so I'm sweating. We've got a leak somewhere on the rocker cover, which is causing it to leak. I don't know what number cylinder that is. It could be 3, it could be 1, I don't really know. But the left hand one next to the air filter that's leaking, that might be a common issue on these engines. I don't know. Could look it up. Am I bothered about it? Not at the moment, but I will be if it gets a lot worse. But we know we got an oil leak, which 17,500 miles shouldn't be having no oil leaks on no rocker covers really. But it seems to be running well anyway with those new plugs and that new oil. At least it's running well and it seems to be quite reliable. I didn't get a fuel filter yet. Anyway, it's nearly 12:30. I'm going to go and get some lunch. I didn't clean the dash yet. I'm going to dust that off later. Vacuumed it all out with the Henry. Apart from that, but I can't get out. But the dust just gets everywhere. Look, you can see by the state of the bloody engine bay, the dust just gets everywhere. Sounds like a bit of a knock, really, doesn't it? You hear that bloody kid screaming in the background. Right, so you have to excuse the mess on the bench. I've got a nitro car on here that I'm fixing at the moment. So for these plugs, the old ones that were still working perfectly well, I'm going to write on them good impermanent pen, so I know that they're good plugs. Good. This one's the brand new one because I accidentally ordered 4 because I forget that that's just a 3-cylinder engine and I'm just used to working with 4, so when I did it I ordered 4. So that's the good. Mark them as good. I've got a lot of oil left over. 5 litre can of it, and I must have filled it right up, and I've still got left nearly 2 litres. So it didn't take a lot of oil at all, that little engine, did it? Just over 2 litres. So there we go. I knew the day was going to go a bit funny, or that thing, because on my little oil drain thing, it's got a screw-on lid. Well, that snapped off completely. To start with, I was like, right, and then the ratchet broke, but we went well. We found the oil leak. That's not the best thing, but you lot know me. Am I bothered about an oil leak? Not really. As long as it doesn't get too bad, that'll be alright. The chain rattling, I'm really disappointed in still. And the knocking that we've got now on that engine is a knock. I don't know what it is yet. We'll let it develop a little bit and see what happens. But for 17,500 miles, they're not a very reliable engine, really, are they? By the looks of things. Leave in the comments if you've got one, how reliable your one is, what it's like. And I'll catch you on the next one. You lot, all the best.